Greetings, metalheads. Welcome to Friday the 13th YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the new album by German pioneers Vendetta. We're about to release their new album on Massacre Records. It's called Black as Coal, released on the 14th of July. Check this one out, metalheads. Now, some of you guys out there may remember this band from the 80s. They released two albums on Noise Records. The first album was released back in 1987. It was called Go and Live, Stay and Die, a fantastic debut. This was followed by the second album in 1988 called Brain Damage. Fantastic albums, received some brilliant reviews on the underground scene, and this band were formed back in 1984. This band were originally a four-piece, and on the first album, Go Live, Stay and Die, the lineup was Dax on vocals and guitars. We'd also have Mickey on vocals and guitars. They were sharing the vocals on this album. This would also feature Henna on bass and Samson on drums. The second album, Brain Damage, would feature pretty much a new lineup. It would consist of Arkham Henham on guitar and vocals. We'd have Michael Velmer on guitar and vocals, Klaus Ulrich on bass guitar, and Andreas Samoni on drums. Now, the band's music would pretty much be compared to Deathrow and also Paradox, two fantastic bands from Germany, also with a hint of Mekon Delta. Now, the band's debut album, Go and Live, Stay and Die, was a really good album. It showed a lot of potential for the band and received some fantastic reviews. It's very technical in places, very offbeat, and reminded me much of Mekon Delta and Deathrow. Now, both of these albums have been re-released on Massacre Records, so if you haven't got the original versions of this on Noise Records, you can check them out now. They are available on eBay and Discogs. The band would also record the next album in 2007. This was called Hate, followed by Feed the Extermination in 2011. In 2017, the band would release an album called The Fifth, and in 2023, the new album Black as Coal. So the current lineup for this band is Marion Volgan on lead vocals, with Michael Offerman on lead guitars. We'd also have Jan Boltemer on lead guitars. We'd have Klaus Ulrich on bass guitar, and also drummer Dominique Belfmet on drums. And so this album consists of 11 songs. So I'm going to tell you what the songs are in this album. We have Shoot to Kill, Stranglehold of Terror, No Hands But a Gun, AK-47, Black as Coal, Time to Change, Death Means Relief, Cheap Death, Palibera, For Dear Life, Beast in Her Eyes. So there's the songs on the album. It is getting released on limited edition coloured vinyl. The album was mixed by Dominic Belhelt and the band at the Catherine Recordings, also mastered by Michael Simon at Rocket Science Audio Studios. And the album clocks in at roughly 58 minutes. Now, the opening track is called Shoot to Kill. This reminds me of the old school Vendetta. It's got a brilliant production. The song's very powerful and heavy. So the next song is called Stranglehold of Terror. This is a really good song. It reminds me, like I said, of Paradox, Deathrow, and Early Vendetta. The vocals on this song kind of remind me of Millie from Kreator, the demigod of German thrash metal. It's pretty much a mid-paced song, but it's really well put together, very heavy in places, very technical. There's some great vocals, like I said, and if you're a fan of Millie or Kreator, you're really going to enjoy this song. Next song is called No Hands But a Gun. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Destruction, another demigod band from Germany, especially with the music. Another band that springs to mind in this song is another German band called Mandata. They released two albums back in the 80s. So if you like Mandata, you like Destruction, and the hint of the old school Vendetta, this is a great song for you. It's called No Hands But a Gun. Next song, AK-47, as a combination of Destruction and Kreator. It really works well. Musically, it sounds like Destruction. Vocals, it sounds like Millie from Kreator. So if you are fans of these two bands, which I'm pretty sure you are, you're really going to like this song. Like I say, it's technical, but it's not as technical as it was back in the day. They've gone more for a straighter edge thrash sound, but it works in favour for this album. Black as Coal. This kind of reminds me of an English band called Slammer, who released the album Work of Idle Hands, which is a fantastic debut album. So if you like the sound of Slammer mixed with German thrash, this is a really good song for you. It's not very fast, but it's a mid-paced song, but it fits really well for the album. Next song is called Time to Change. This is more of an up-tempo song, a heavy, brutal thrash song at times. Vocals are fantastic. Like I said, there's a lot of Millie from Kreator in the vocals here, which is nothing wrong with that. Millie is a fantastic singer. Musically on this song, it kind of reminds me of the modern albums that Exuma have done. So if you're a fan of Exuma, Kreator, this is a really good song for you to check out. It's called Time to Change. All in all, this is a really good album for Vendetta. I've been following these guys for many years, and the first two albums, like I say, are cult classics. This has got a really good production. The songs are a little bit less technical as the first albums, but it's still a strong, good album. So this is Vendetta's new album. It's called Black as Coal. It's released on the 14th of July. It's a really good album. It's mixing the old school with a hint of new school thrash metal. It's got a brilliant production. The songs are catchy. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. It's released on the 14th of July. Black as Coal on Massacre Records. Thanks for watching, Metalheads. Stay safe.